600. C motion.
The C-motion sector effect enables the floor or the ceiling to move up or down, or both the floor and the ceiling at the same time, in the same direction, or each other's opposites. It is typically used for doors, elevators, crushes, and destructible walls.
(602) C motion sprite.
The C-motion sprite sector effect enables sprites placed inside the sector to move up or down. A sprite must be marked blue if it needs to move up, green if it needs to move down. Unmarked sprites will not be affected. This sector type is typically used for a portcullis.
(604) Teleporter.
The teleporter sector effect, when triggered, instantly moves the player to another location on the map. The effect can be triggered when the player steps into the sector, or by receiving the command ON through the RX channel. An example of a structure built around the teleport sector effect.
(612) Path sector.
The path sector effect makes the sector move and follow a route using path marker sprites. The sprite's angle and C position determines the direction in which the sector needs to move. It also controls the speed at which the sector will move, and how long it should be idle at the marker's location. Furthermore, it also controls the sound of the sector, when the sector is moving and when it arrives at the next marker.
(613) Step rotate.
The step rotate effect makes the sector rotate clockwise or counterclockwise with a preset increment. The angle of the sprite determines the step size. The sector's busy time determines the time it takes to rotate one step. The sector's waveform determines how the sector moves. A sector SFX sprite is needed inside the sector. Set data 1 and 2 for the clockwise sounds. Set data 3 and 4 for the counterclockwise sounds. Any sprite that needs to move with the sector should be marked blue.
(614) Slide marked.
The slide marked sector effect enables marked walls to move. Blue if it needs to move in the direction the arrow's head is pointing at, or green to move in the opposite direction. The busy time determines the duration of the transition between states. The waveform determines the fashion in which it moves. Any sprite that needs to move with the sector should be marked blue. Make the floor's texture relative so it properly moves with the sector.
615. Rotate, marked.
The rotate, marked, sector enables walls to rotate around a pivot. The wall should be marked blue or green to move in the opposite direction. The busy time determines the duration of the transition between states. The waveform determines the fashion in which it moves.
(616) Slide.
The slide sector effect makes the sector move between 2 points. The busy time determines the duration of the transition between states. The waveform determines the fashion in which it moves. Any sprites that need to be moved with the sector should be marked blue.
(617) Rotate.
The rotate sector effect makes the sector rotate around a pivot. The sprite's angle will determine the direction of the rotation. The busy time determines the duration of the transition between states. The waveform determines the fashion in which it moves. Any sprites that need to be moved with the sector should be marked blue.
(618) Damage. Sector.
The damage sector effect will instantly kill the player.
(619) Counter. Sector.
The counter sector effect counts sprites of one type inside the sector and fires a trigger when the max amount has been reached. The data value equals the sprite type that the sector will be counting. Under, off to, on in the sector dialog, set the wait time for the wanted amount.